Slow it down here. Half-court set. Knipple.
First time they ran the stagger.
Flagg. Three. Bottom.
And that's the part of it.
Flagg turns on the Jets. Takes it in for the chair.
What a read.
Alive. Somehow it ends up in Flagg's hand. It goes. Houston to get here. They beat a 16, an 8, a 4, and a 1. First one seed to do that since UNC in 20. Houston just 2 for Duke. Flagg, spin, fake, lefty, good, and a foul. Offensive rebound, reload. It's Proctor for Flagg.
Contact there on that shot by Sharp.
Absolutely. Flagg with a head of steam. Look at the strength. Leans in and puts. Proctor off the double, roll, kick, Flagg.
What a fine.
Highly anticipated matchup. Crowd on its feet and buzzing here at Prudential Center. And Cooper Flagg open in tonight's game. He's a key defender off the bench. And there is Flagg running the floor. Yeah, that's just the mom side of the family. Is Flagg gets inside, lays it in. Block. 9 seconds separating shot in game. Flagg drives, hangs and scores with a foul. Houston or Tennessee away. They'll play tomorrow on CBS. Cooper Flagg with Sears on him. 2 first-team All-Americans going at it. Flagg with 3 to shoot. Flagg up and over. They are quick. And they have been on top of their defensive game here tonight. You hold an Alabama team at this point to 58 points. You've done something special. Top scoring team.
2 feet in the paint, kick it out, get open shots like this, and gotta knock them in.
And Del Orso. So those were the 2 that picked up the double foul. We thank Keith Kimball for coming over here in the game here with Brown. And Brown to Flagg. Flagg to the basket. Patient, able to here. Flagg spins to the middle. Flagg. Martinez continues. Now Flagg drives it. Flagg lays it in. For Love at the line. There's a lot more free throws than Duke.
Yep.
11 of 13 from the line now. 11 points for Arizona. They're down 1. Flagg kind of taking over here. And a jump offensive rebound. No, secured by Gillis of Duke. Flagg pushing, looks at the clock, fires a 3. Down it goes. Left. Facer thinks the lob's coming on the other side of the basket.
4 possessions. And it's just this end of the court right here, Brian.
Cooper Flagg, 3-point.
Bravicic, the big off the bench for Baylor, now seeing action. Feed it. Flagg against Edgecombe.
He knows he's got the size.
Back in. Edgecombe trying to get in there.
3-point play. You got the name right, and he made the goal.
Flagg leans in and scores. Do it quickly here. Now Gumbo will settle down. Find Flagg. Jump shot. It's we're down to a minute to go. First half. James.
And 2 forwards with a ball screen.
Flagg wants to go one-on-one with O'Meara, and he does for 2. And put out there. Proctor steps in front. Proctor to Flagg. Layup good. James, grab transfer from Tulane. 5% on the season. He's got 6 points. Flagg the catch. Flagg the release. He's up. Foster ahead for Flagg. Give it up. Proctor back for Flagg. And PD. Trying to get it inside. James kick. Flagg. Flagg releases from that screen. They doubled initially.
Nobody cut. Foul line was wide open.
Using that size, it's Cooper.
As well as a national championship.
Knipple back out for Flagg. Trying to get around Powell and a strong move.
Carolina could go all of 6-1 with an incredibly. Flagg trying to drive on Withers. The pull-up will go. Flagg will get the roll. In this game, only 3 North Carolina turnovers. And the Heels have not missed a shot in the second half. It gets Duke out in transition, and Flagg. And 4 of them have been team rebounds. So the ball just went out of bounds, and they kept it. And Flagg just dropped.
and they had Hunter Silas primarily at the point guard position.
Flagg wide open for a triple.
That the shot clock was getting close to the end.
Flagg will drive it, leaning in, takes it, makes the back. Watch half to left, and that one well short. Flagg picks it off to the other side. 9 points tonight. 42-35. Wake trying to make a game of it. Flagg slamming on the brakes, off balance. Cooper Flagg, of National Player of the Year candidate, will pull up and fire.
Last night in that win for the Cavaliers over the Portland Trailblazers in overtime.
Flagg sizes one up.
Every timeout again, becoming a much better defender.
Getting about 18 minutes a game. Flagg on the attack.
A great play by Isaiah Evans there, not shooting that one, allowing Duke to be able to run offense and run some time off the clock.
6 to shoot. Flagg pulls up and should have someone like this running their basketball program.
And she is the first general manager in college basketball. Race is my little sis, of course, former Nike executive.
Hamilton likes his team to play. Make this game a bit of a mess, and you'll have success, but only if you...
Ahead for James. Sion trying to get it to Cooper. Does. Strong against Nick.
Clubbed every time down, and they have their hands all over him.
Working against. 6 minutes into the second half. Both teams are in the 1-1. And Duke by 26. And here goes Flagg. Yes, sir. And Cooper Flagg with the steal. And here he goes. Lay it up.
Security right there. 18 years old with maybe the highest IQ in the nation. Rebound to Malawa. Flagg driving. Flagg determined. Intercepts a pass. Down the floor with Flagg. A bobble and then a finish.
I think it's also just a reminder, we talk about the reality of college basketball, that it's year to year in so many ways. I mean, you see the banner 2023, that was just 2 years ago. This is the Final Four team.
Proctor, great bounce pass from Flagg.
Oh, God.
And Flagg. Out for a bad miss by Bethea. Flagg driving. Flagg foul.
That's baby. Oh.
Flagg snatching down that rebound with one hand. Deflected. Loose. Squirts out. Flagg to the cup. Hands in the air. Ball stolen. Here's Flagg. Here comes Jay Tate. For the rebound.
And that's, I think, where some conditioning when he pieces and not having his leg.
Flagg off the bounce. Bump fade. Off the window. Flagg. Pull up three.
In the shot clock. Whittle that down. 5 or 6 seconds. Flagg on the drive. Puts the shoulder down. Back denied. Cooper Flagg wants that lane. That won't roll in. Battling for his own missed hand.
All-Star weekend.
That's right. Flagg on the attack lane at a very high level here in the first half. And yet they're down 37-25.
The issue is trying to stop Duke on this end of the floor. That's the problem. And again, it's not as though really anyone's been able to do it. As Cooper goes, doesn't get the finish. Those are 2 opportunities you had to cut into the lead.
Flagg going to, after his own miss, will turn and fire and swishes it in.
With a double-double in the first half, and Con Knipple now with 12 points.
Flagg with a touch. 10 points, 11 rebounds already. Looking for that window. Interrupted. Duke got back really well defensively to break it up.
Yeah, how about the play by Knipple? Not allowing the lob to go through, continuing to pursue as Cooper Flagg.
It is an absolutely gorgeous campus.
So, Obi, this is where I got to correct you on that one. All right.
Not a campus, right?
See? I think we giving up a good shot for a great shot.
I'll tell you one thing, when you share the ball like that, there goes Mr. Well, did he use
hands to avoid shot blockers, going to the left hand and finishing off the glass.
He's coming up 27 against Cal, and he's on his with a one-handed rebound.
Watch the pass. He's looking to make the pass.
He will back it out beyond the three-point line. Working on Reno, head-to-head, and up and in.
Defeated Caesar. That younger brother. Give it back.
Flagg to Knipple over the top.
Likely in the coming years at NBA All-Star Weekend, where Kevin Hart, of course, normally is frequenting, but has a show here tonight. So
Proctor back for Flagg, open again. This is their 4th ACC road trip since January 1st. running up against Cooper Flagg.
Quickly as James handles the possession. Flagg, fall away, left to the going to be.
Well, I know. I'm making one exception.
Biased, by the way.
I'm allowed one exception.
Here's Flagg on the
John Shire, is that the same Sissoko that we saw at Michigan State? Because he's playing completely different for Cal.
Yep. Long three, good. That's Flagg.
You're going based upon his last name.
Yes.
Here's Flagg, a dunk.
Give you anything easy.
Cooper through traffic and one.
From home, I think it's just too hard.
And I think the ACC can help by eliminating at least one of those trips as we see.
ACC.
Here's steal by Flagg in the open floor. Hey! Oh!
28. I mean, he was just a man back then.
If Cooper Flagg is able
For the Tigers, it's Duke on top, 16-12. A packed house here. Not a seat to be had. Cooper Flagg, Spirit Clemson, stolen away by Cooper Flagg. And Flagg ahead of the field slams it with two hands.
Learned from UB, the Jersey guy, the Jersey boys, Fratello, Adabado, UB Brown.
Here, and it puts the Tigers back in the lead. Flagg, a lot of contact. Been such a huge factor in this one.
Right now becomes Cooper Flagg time. Whether it's a pass or whether it's a jump shot.
Flagg gets it up there. James on the drive, back for Flagg. Clemson by 2. 1 minute to go as Flagg launches.
Last game, J.J. Starling has begun 3 for 5.
Cooper Flagg has not gotten a shot off in this game as of yet. First one.
And he wrapped. James back on the floor. Flagg. Not a screen.
That's where he's going to get a shot.
Flagg will go to work on Davis. And the Hofstra last year. 10 and 9 assists.
That's going to be a shot.
Flagg inside the crowd.
Flagg. Yes. Carolina. Flagg will try a three and hits off. And he said the best thing he's just said is Flagg responds to that. Really spreading the floor against North Carolina for this last possession. Flagg defended by Davis. Got a big size advantage. Tough turnaround. Goes.
As he read the drive, so he didn't have to come over from the weak side. He was already there.
Third on inch
for the miss. Carolina's going to be back to man-to-man.
Flagg wide open.
The success of Duke, though, they can take that everywhere. And an excellent passing team, too. That'll rattle home.
And making sure they don't take for granted this opportunity.
They look like they've been invited. They're having a great time. Cooper Flagg leans in for
going, Cooper. Get yourself going. And said, this is what you want, this kind of adversity.
The same goes back to Flagg. Flagg on the attack. Carolina there in Pittsburgh squaring off against the Panthers.
Huge game in Pittsburgh.
Game, and he's been a non-factor offensively at times this year. Not tonight. Cooper Flagg looking to answer. Flagg again. On Hill. Pulls up and pops. Flagg making a move to his left. Spins left. And it goes. Very quickly, and the legend will be back courtside soon enough. Here comes Flagg on the drive. James off to Flagg. Yes. James with a bounce for Flagg. Flagg sliding in. 15-1 run. Flagg got it.
Sense to somebody out there.
Johnson's third foul. Flagg will fire. Cooper Flagg spinning, going in strong. So much on the line here today. Cooper Flagg penetrates and stuffs it. Proctor, Kniffel, James, Flagg, and Malowak's the starting lineup here for John Shire tonight. Flagg with his first touch. Point. Flagg wants the ball, goes.
Young man that averaged over 20 points a game last year, so coming in, he hasn't really been able to get his scoring touch going. As Cooper.
Second effort, Gunn, but keeping it alive. Flagg slicing it.
It's a big front line that you normally see for the Eagles.
Getting a transfer from St. Bonaventure. Cooper Flagg with a touch, spins and gets two. The Eagles have to be very wary of being in a danger zone that Duke can push you in so quickly in the opening seconds of the second half. Flagg again, not to be denied. Proctor thought about it.
Zone defensively from BC.
Flagg slams it in. The block. Flagg from three. CC game. About a 3.5-hour drive from his home in Newport, Maine. For friends and family. He'll drive it in.
Nothing new for you, and I would love to see him be more aggressive on the offensive end.
Flagg a three. Rattles in. Hannah Hidalgo playing for Neil Ivey at Notre Dame. Corey. Holy smokes.
But I tell you what.
Kick out Flagg a three from the front is good.
Before they leave. And Burton listed at 6 foot. Might be closer to 5. A good look in the corner for Flagg. And the boy, patient and unselfish.
What a pass.
Yes, this is true to go this far. Flagg over Davis.
The corner more than toward the basket. Can't foul there.
Flagg driving on Davis. Flagg for three. Here and there to turn the L's into W's. Flagg right down the lane for the slam. Burton switches on to Flagg. Flagg gets into the paint and makes it. Crossover. Up over Jai.
Player at Virginia. And obviously in the WNBA for years. And with USA Basketball.
Yep.
Call me sir.
Flagg knocks down.
As an assistant coach.
Ball flip to Duke. Here's Flagg. Good luck here in the first half. Bounce speed Flagg with a left hand. Yes. 12 baskets on 10 assists for Duke. Flagg gets it off. Flagg on the attack with a slam and a foul. Oh no!
Haven't had a lot of success getting to the rim, but able to get one to go on the last possession.
Can he top what he just did a moment ago? Into the slam!
Especially on the offensive end for them.
Flagg leaning in. Follows his own miss. He's had a really solid game. Had 8 assists in their victory over SMU. In addition to Flagg looking to work.
Pounds since he walked out of Duke. He looks like he can give you about 15 minutes to probably get you 10 to 12 points. There's Flagg, little
Man the zone. They're flaring out. Being a little bit more physical, a little bit more help. That last time.
And there's Flagg wide open. Man, is that a beautiful cut to the basket. And Flagg follows. Oh my goodness. And here's Flagg for three. Georgia gets us started. Here is the freshman Flagg. The up and under on shoot, and it's alone. Quick pass, Flagg, the catch, dunk, and foul on the line.
In the hallway before the game, and he was getting ready to shoot. So that's what he does. He comes in the game, and he's ready to let it go.
Yep. Here's Flagg alone. Off the reset, Flagg with the 2 fouls.
Job passing the basketball, and those 2 areas have been points of weakness at times for his team this year, so they're still trying to work on that.
And Duke is one of the best defensive teams. Here's Flagg now. Oh my, catch. Nice dribble, back in, layup, good.
And so it took a tremendous effort by Burnham to get the 2 points.
Flagg working against Burnham. Takes him on the dribble.
Ball, if the guards can't see to throw it inside, it's hard for Poteet.
Might beat Longwood in Dallas to kind of set the table. They've now won 7 straight games. Flagg on the lob.
To Proctor. Here is Flagg on the run.
Yeah, this is much better. He hit that shot and kind of got him going a little bit, and that was a good move.
Brown for Flagg. Got a screen from Isaiah Evans and hit a 3. Congo tried to intercept that pass. A cutting Flagg will flip it home.
Derek Coleman dunked on him a couple times.
Pull up for over the top of Mutombo. And then nobody guards Cooper Flagg.
We have to be sharp from the jump tonight. How about a three from Flagg to start?
The pull-up jumper, yes. Floater, not so much.
Flagg for woes from deep continue for George Mason. Now 1 for 10.
I mean, Cup is 6'9". You're trying to shoot a three over him. Good luck.
And now a mismatch in the post on Newton. And
that turnaround jump shot.
Back to Flagg. And he by O'Connor. Tippy-toeing the sideline.
The time. Here's the zone again. They match up very quickly, though, tonight. I mean, Flagg comes in on the season shooting only 20.
Proctor, no. Flagg. Fresh 20, goes to work inside. Didn't like it. I don't know that that ball was going in or down, but it was close. Flagg.
On the floor together. I mean, understanding how to play is key, but understanding how to play together and learning the dynamics, it's important.
Flagg. First. Flagg. Just a heady play by the 17-year-old. Counted in the foul.
Way tough shots, and somehow he gets him to go.
Flagg on the ground after contact. Knipple trapped. Finds Flagg for three. Backburn. Off the mark. Crowd really wanted to see that go down, and now Cooper Flagg off to the races. Flagg take
about 49 points a game. That's unreal.
Flagg.
Gosh,
really
back in the day.
That's a fair point.
I don't really want to have to like validate that point, but I think people get what I'm saying. Like
I do.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Here's Flagg.
There he is.
Flagg. No, and the putback jam.
Here at Cameron. Auburn with the ball reversal and an open side, taking advantage of the overplay with a quick backdoor. Cooper Flagg on the drive. Up and in as well. Flagg on the drive. The turnaround. Tough. Advantage to the offensive end. The defense is expecting it. They're trying to block out, expecting it to hit the rim. Flagg gets a piece. That last foul was on Proctor. It is his third. He's still in the game. Flagg, a size advantage, and Auburn tonight. Now here's the switch. Pettiford on Flagg. Flagg gives it up. Now relocates, and it's out to Brown. Foster with Broom on him. Tries to drive him, picks up his dribble. Three to shoot. Flagg hits. Isaiah Evans led the way in the first half for Duke, made 6 threes, scored 18 points, has not scored, has not played a whole lot in the second half. Boy, Flagg slips, got back to his feet, leans in and hit.
A little bit sluggish here to start this game, in this first half.
I thought it was the turkey, but I think your reality may be more accurate.
Comes in to make an impact.
James rips it away. Down the court for Flagg. They set it up for Cooper. He had a three, hesitates now. Mid-range game. He's open. And he knocked it down.
Same play now. Here comes Flagg. Two-man pick and roll.
The roll. Oh! 5 seconds on the shot clock. They're way out top. Here's Flagg. There's a flush. Nice job by Knipple. Said that to him. Go. Flagg. Left hand. What a shot.
Oh, man.
To the post and work him. He's a fifth-year senior, can score inside and out, and a base
on the defensive glass every possession.
Nice kick from score inside and out. And he's bodying up on Flagg, and Flagg will win the battle. Flagg now with Jaden Bradley on him. Slipped a little on the drive, still finished. Well, Flagg into the paint, slams it. Getting louder by the moment. Flagg up and in. What a play by Flagg. Soft touch, and it drops in. Knipple driving on a walk. A nice kick to Flagg. A three. Brown. 13th offensive rebound for Duke tonight. Flagg knocks down. Good look by Knipple to Flagg, up and in.
Experience, absolutely, but the fact that he wanted the ball in that situation is one of the most important things.
Flagg patiently steps in to score his first.
Stream that too. That's the market for it.
The Brotherhood of Towel Wipers. Flagg, 3 points and a half. Long two is good.
To expose your defense by getting through all your options and having to counter for whatever you
team. And he is long, a shot blocker, and everything around the basket. He dunks. At Wake Forest under Steve Forbes. That miss.
Flagg driving on Brea, and that's going to go. Knipple and Flagg caught season results that they would like, but in the NCAA tournament, they have been as good as any conference. It'll be an interesting year in the league as Flagg lays. Flagg for three. Yes! Up and good.
Second half as opposed to the first. There's the switch.
And now Flagg driving on Carr. It goes!
The junior from Sydney, Australia. Gives it to the star freshman in practice. More than twice as many deflections as any of his teammates. After the strip away. Flagg. Yeah! Knipple dumps it off. Flagg misses the layup. Keeps it alive to himself.
Army's had their looks from three. It's just not what they do well.
Around and out. On the stick back. The first
in game one.
How do you know it's my best? Kellen Tynes now with 5. The season is young.
I've done enough games to know what your best stuff is. Doug.
Here comes Flagg.
Basketball. And he's done a nice job on the interior for them in this first half.
Flat off the mark. Here comes Cooper Flagg with a full head of steam. Likes the matchup. Backing down.
Big time.
Dribbins pass knocked away. Here comes Cooper Flagg. Flying high.
Right play. And it's what separates him.